Hello everybody, my name is Cole20 and I'm doing a character builds video, particularly on my C6 characters, and I have a few of them, so I will have timestamps for these characters, and the order of the characters will be alphabetical, and you can check in the description for the list of my characters. So starting off with Albedo. My Albedo has a defense of 2,764, so we'll go over his crit rate and damage here. This can be better, so we'll go down to his geo damage bonus, 75.4%. Here we have the Cinnabar Spindle, refinement rank 5. I don't know if it's coming back or not, and I'm sorry if you don't have it, but it's a very good weapon, at least on Albedo. I have a video that talks about all these weapons on him. I'm gonna link that in the description as well. So I do a comparison of weapons such as the Mistsplitter Reforged on him, the Freedom Sworn, as well as the Cinnabar Spindle, so you can go and check that out. And I have the 4-piece Husk of Opulent Dreams on him. This is his best in slot in terms of DPS. And of course we have our boy C6. For his talents, I don't have his attack leveled up at all, but I do have his skill crowned and his burst at 12. After Albedo, I have Ayaka. She has attack of 2009. Her attributes are 47.8 crit rate, 273.2 crit damage, and her cryo damage bonus right now is 61.6, but that can scale. It scales with her Mistsplitter Reforged, refinement rank 5 as well. This weapon is so good, I had to get it, especially because I am a big fan of Kazuha and Ayaka, so why not? Here we have their best in slot DPS set, 4-piece Blizzard Strayer, which is a fantastic set, and C6. I gave her 2 crowns, so 10, 12, 13. It's just, maybe I'll give her another crown. I'm probably going to say that a lot for a lot of these characters. It'll eventually happen when we have a surplus of crowns. After Ayaka, we have Eula. So crit rate 78.5, crit damage 178.5, with an attack of 2,755. We'll go down to her physical damage bonus. You might not be able to see it because my webcam's over it, but physical damage bonus of 104. This can be better as well. And I have refinement rank 5 Song of Broken Pines for her. This weapon is fantastic, especially for her auto attacks. For her artifacts, I only have 2-piece Pale Flame and 2-piece Gladiator's Finale. It's not even her second best in slot set, where I can go with 2-piece physical damage bonus, and then finally 4-piece Pale Flame. I'll get there, it's on my list, it'll happen soon. For her talents, we have her 10, 12, 13, so double crown. Her burst is fantastic, her auto attacks are really good as well, so I decided why not. Fourth on the list is my Jean, so attack 2,235 with a crit rate of 52 and crit damage of 134. This can be better as well, so if I gave her the pieces that Kazuha has, it will be a little bit different, but I use her mostly for the Animo Shred, the Pseudo Shield at C6. Her damage, yes, it can be better, but I mostly use her for healing. Right now, she has the Aquila Favonia Refinement Rank 2 equipped. Sometimes I will switch this out depending on the situation. If I need more energy recharge, I'll give her Skyward Blade. If I want more utility, I'll give her Freedom Sworn. If I want to use her as a DPS, maybe the Mistsplitter Reforged or Primordial Jade Cutter. Sometimes I'll give her the Sacrificial Sword too if I need her to battery someone I use as a main DPS in terms of Animo. For her artifact set, I have standard 4-piece VV, very good for her. Constellation 6 as well. Talents I have at 9, 12, 12. Fifth on the list is Kazuha, so 1,774 attack, crit rate 67.2, and crit damage 173.6. Animo damage bonus 15%. So I use the Freedom Sworn R5 on him. Sometimes I will change this up and use Mistsplitter Reforged on him. And he's really fun with the Sacrificial Sword. Surprisingly very fun, so you get the plunge at third time. His burst is always up. This is a 5-star sword in disguise on Kazuha. Trust. Artifact standard VV 4-piece. I use them a lot with Swirling for Cryo for Ayaka, Constellation 6 for my boy. So Kazuha is my first triple crown character at 10, 13, 13. He's super fun to use and he destroys things, so that's part of his utility, is that he kills things before you can get to your main character, so he's super fun. 6th on the list we have Eula. 6th on the list we have Keqing, attack at 1835, crit rate 70.7, crit damage 219.5, electro damage bonus 61.6. When I'm not using Ayaka, I use the Mistsplitter Reforged on her, refinement rank 5. It just looks amazing on her, it looks perfect. Another reason why I decided to refinement rank 5 the Mistsplitter Reforged. 4-piece Thundering Fury, pretty standard. Ever since we got Sumeru, it got a buff, so I figured why not. C6. Her talents at 9, 12, 12. So 7th on the list I have Klee with crit rate 77% and crit damage at 190.7%. Her damage bonus, not too bad, 90.4. When I use her as a DPS, Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds, refinement rank 5. 4-piece Crimson Witch of Flames. It's not the best set on her, but it can be depending on what you're fighting. C6. So talents at 9, 12, 12. I was planning on crowning her, but I just don't have the time to. I'm farming so many different artifacts. 8th on my list is Mona with a crit rate of 85.1 and crit damage 186, energy recharge 209, and a 46.6 hydro damage bonus. When I'm not using anyone that needs Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds, I will give her the refinement rank 5. I use 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate for her for the energy recharge, extra DPS, and all that. Constellation 6. And for her talents, I have her at 8, 12, 12. There was a point where I was using her as a kind of DPS in some situations, so I do plan on eventually getting her auto attack up to 9. I don't know why, just because. And after Mona comes Nahida. So her crit rate is at 41.12 plus the 24 she gets from her own passive, crit damage at 142.5, and dendro damage bonus of 20%. I have 1,000 Floating Dreams, refinement rank 1 for her. 4-piece Gilded Dreams, I opted to go for a crit rate Shadow of the Sand King hat, EM as well. Constellation 6 because she's super fun as a DPS. I recently used her and Raiden in Spiral Abyss only, so if you want you can check that out. I'll link that in the description as well. For her talents, I leveled up her attack 3, I don't know why. All schemes to know I have crowned, and I'm eventually going to crown Illusory Heart. She's just so cool, I figured why not. Like, she's super fun to use too. Very good sub DPS as well. So, and against my will I have Qiqi. So here's her build. Crit rate 49, pretty much 49. 180 crit damage for some reason. Incoming healing bonus at 0. I'm not too sure what I even have on her. So she's got a geo damage bonus for some reason. So the weapon I use on her sometimes can matter. I use Sacrificial Sword because it becomes her new cooldown time for her skill. Also, she needs the energy recharge. Set bonus doesn't really matter. Oh, I feel so bad. I don't know, just put a healing bonus set on her or something. So here's the funny part, I can't really explain why I did this. It was probably gonna be for some YouTube content. 9, 12, 12 for Qiqi. Maybe I was bored. I forget why this is, but it just is. So after Qiqi, we had Raiden for a little bit of eye bleach. Attack at 2,643. Crit rate at 72.3 with crit damage 160.3. Energy recharge 275.1. Electro damage bonus at 70%. R5 engulfing lightning because this weapon is so good. I figured why not. It's really good on other characters as well, so I could justify it. The only set worth using on her, it's pretty standard, Emblem of Severed Fate. Talents at 9, 13, 13. I don't know why I leveled up her auto attack. Sometimes it can come in handy. I'm not going to crown it. I love her so much. For my Tartaglia, 72.6 crit rate with 229.1 crit damage, hydro damage bonus 90.4. I have the refinement rank Skyward Harp. I'm not going for his best in slot, there's just too many good characters. 4-piece Heart of Depth, I personally like using his burst a lot, so I use the Heart of Depth for him. It all comes down to, you can battery him good enough to use the Shiminawa's 4-piece, but I don't really care to. My boy Constellation 6. And I double crowned him as well. You can triple crown it if you want. So I'm adding Traveler in here because she's technically a 5-star. Crit rate 76.9, crit damage 116, Fendro damage bonus at 15. I use Zephos' Moonlight on her, particularly because I use the Deep Woods Memories 4-piece, Constellation 6. Surprisingly very good unit this time around. So I have her skill and burst at 12 and 12. This was when I was using her with Nilou. I thought she could use a little bit more DPS. Last but not least, I have my Zhongli.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Okay, so his max HP is at 33,000, crit rate 80, crit damage 172. He can still DPS or our sub DPS pretty okay. Geo damage bonus at 75.4, Staff of Homa refinement 3, artifact set bonus, Emblem of Severed Fate because I like his burst and it provides a shield. And for his talents I have 10, 13, 12. So there was a point where I kind of got bored of having my main DPSs, so I decided to main DPS him with an auto attack. I decided to give him a crown on his shielding as well, so his skill, and I'm eventually going to crown his burst. It will get there for sure. He's probably like top 2 like next characters that I'm gonna crown. So that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching right to the end. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Those are basically my builds for the characters. If you have any suggestions, feel free to comment. I'm open to listening to what your builds are for your characters. Let me know. So have a good one. See you later.